Hello everyone, Josh here with Texas Games bringing you all another Awaken Chaos Era video. And today I'm actually going to rant on some of the players in the community. Now I've ranted about the game quite often, I've given it a lot of criticisms, I've talked about a lot of things that they've done poorly, but at the end of the day I've always said I want to see the game succeed as best as it can. Hopefully, I don't know if that's short term or long term, that's up for them to decide. But at the moment, I'm seeing a lot of new players or, supposed ex players or veteran players, whatever the case may be. They're going around and they're telling the new global players, don't play the game because of this big information. And that is, you'll never catch up. You have a disadvantage because you're joining a global server that already has accounts on it that are 2 months old, that are already completely capped out and everything else. And that's 100% false. So you're scaring a lot of these new global players into thinking that they should not play the game or try the game because they're going to be so far behind and at such a big disadvantage. However, there's only one true competitive mode in this entire game right now, and that is Arena. Now, some people will argue that Guild Boss is competitive, but it's not. And the reason why is because it's more or less just bragging rights within your own guild, because it doesn't matter if you get rank 1, 2, 3, or last place. You're still getting your rewards based on your own personal performance. You're actually not competing against your fellow guildmates for rewards. Everyone gets their rewards based on their own personal performance. It doesn't matter if you're first or last, as I said. You could be a level 80 account Megalodon coming in there with 20 grand spent on your account playing for 2 months, or you could be a level 5 player that just just coming out of re-rolling, and it doesn't matter. Because if you're in the same guild, they're going to be getting the rewards based on whatever they do. You're going to be getting rewards based on whatever you do. You actually do not head-to-head compete, and you're not getting rewards based on what your ranking is either. That is not a thing. As I said, Guild Battle is simply just there for bragging rights, so you can just tell your other fellow guildmates, haha, I'm ahead of you. That is it. Nothing more, nothing less. So that is not a true competitive mode. What is a true competitive mode, as we've already said, is Arena. Arena does give you rewards based on what your ranking is before the season ends. And if you go over here to rankings, we have tier rewards and we have ranking rewards. So obviously you're going to want to try and climb these as high as you can as a new player so you can get access to a lot of these rewards and just slowly keep grinding up the ladder after every season. Now, a lot of people are telling these new players that you're going to be fighting level 80 accounts when that's just not the case. They're basically putting this mindset into people that are like, okay, these accounts are 2 months old. You're going to have to fight those players in PvP. For one, that probably isn't going to happen anyways because those players are going to probably be way higher up the ladder because they're going to be playing PvP. And second, we have a realm system that a lot of people completely overlook. If you look at the bottom here of my screen, I guess it'd be your screen as well, you can see that we have current realm 12. Season ends in 26 days and 13 hours. Now, this account was not my original main. My original main account was made on day 1 of soft launch. It was the same account that I actually carried over from closed beta. But I abandoned that account because I had a lot of bad luck, and I started really getting into this account at the time, and I decided just to go ahead and make this my new main. That was 41 days ago for this account. This account is 41 days old. My other account that I'm working on for you guys and gals for Global is only 5 days old. And you're going to see a big difference here. So this account being 41 days old, if we go into Arena and you go down to rank, you'll see here that we're current realm 12. And you see there's a lot of 60s and 70s. There's even a couple 80s up in here. There's a lot of high-end veteran players. These are players who've been playing for a month, month and a half of the soft launch. So they're pretty far along and a lot of them are pretty whaled out. Whatever. Now, let me show you guys something. Let me go to my other account. Alright, now this is my account that is 5 days old. Just 5. If we go to Arena, and we go to Ranking, you'll see now we're on current realm 13. And you'll also see a big drop in how strong the players are. Look at their scores. They're not in the high 3,000s, almost 4K. They're at the high mid 1,000s to low 1,000s. And you can see we have a guy that's 58, or a girl rather, who knows, It could be Guy, Girl, Icy Fable. We have a lot of 30s. We got some 20s in here. We got some 40s. There's a 55. 62 is so far the highest I've seen. But look at these. We have a lot of people in the teens. And these are players that are in the top 50. Okay? And this is just current realm 13. A lot of new players that are just joining global today, or even, after today, they're going to be probably on current realm 14 or higher, which means you're going to be playing even newer players in PvP, which means you have a perfect opportunity to be able to climb PvP no matter when you're joining the game, because you're going to be playing players that are going to be joining around relatively the same time you are. So keep that in mind. So that's just some big misinformation that I wanted to kind of share with a lot of you out there, because I've noticed that a lot of players are telling people, hey, if you're global and you're starting for the first time, you are not going to succeed. You're not going to get anywhere. So don't even bother playing the game. That's 100% false. Another thing that they're not mentioning to these newer players is the support system, your friend system. If you get some really strong friends that have been playing for a while, they can help you, actually help you climb through harder gear dungeons, skill up dungeons, and story for free, just by them being your supports. And you can use them 3 times each per day, which will only gain you access to better rewards. So I don't understand this philosophy, this logic, this just fallacy, this misinformation, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, it's nothing but bullshit. And I just want to share that with a lot of you out there. Again, I'm very critical of this game. I will call out any problems it has. This, unfortunately, was not one of those problems for the trolls out there, so they're going to have to get some new material. Again, misinformation. We need to try and cut that down. That's why I made this video. Hopefully this helps a lot of new players out there that are on the fence. If you truly like the game or don't like the game, decide that for yourselves. But at least play the game for a bit first before you make that decision. Don't let other players mislead you. Get all your good information from this channel by hitting that subscribe button, ticking notifications, and don't forget to like today's video if it was helpful, which I hope that it is to a lot of you new players out there. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at XSPlays, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then,